All right, guys, I just want to do a quick midday recap as we approach lunchtime. Just cover the three ideas from this morning. It was kind of thin out there for plays, which we kind of expected. It was a little slow in the afternoon yesterday as well, but we pulled what we could out of it, and I think we had a decent morning considering that. Let's take a look at KOOL, KOOL. This one is... look, this one has history. I've shorted it so many times before. I have a huge success rate on the stock from shorting it. But typically, every time that this stock has some kind of PR that's meaningless, some chat room will buy it in the morning, even if the chart looks terrible. And you can see that we got a very similar pattern that I've been watching out for lately. Remember when I was saying basically yesterday and the day before and today, every day, just be careful in that first 15 minutes because we've been seeing a lot of where normally it would be okay just to, once the failed follow through puts a lower high, you'd short here. It's been, for whatever reason, it's just been this pattern I've been seeing where typically we get a second try, and then on the second try fail, it's a lot better, right? KOOL, I didn't technically get an alertable signal on it. I just knew I wanted to short it somewhere over 420, and so I hit it at 420. Kind of lucky, I guess. Like I said, I could have easily got run over. I wasn't going to put your accounts at risk by suggesting shorting into buy pressure without a real plan. I was basically going to give it maybe 15 cents. But I didn't really get a signal to even add size. Penny Flipper had about 10,000 shares short, so he banked huge on that one. I just took what I could out of it. Again, I didn't have a signal, so I didn't take much size, but it was a nice little start to the day. Very predictable stock, KOOL. Almost always a short. It's a gift every time they have a PR. Just be careful, though, because sometimes it does squeeze a little more than people expect. So you always got to have a plan and a stop loss on a stock like that. My biggest idea of the day was GNC. This was in the watch list. I knew I wanted to short 1020 on this today. But the problem is, for me, is I typically, like the pattern I want to see on a trade like this is a test of 1020 and then a lower high and then short the break. That way we can risk off the last lower high. I always find it challenging to short into a gigantic candle or a big trend that doesn't have some kind of a relief bounce. And I guess I guess you could say that there was a little bit of a bounce here. I didn't think it was quite enough to risk shorting into this because same thing yesterday. It held every time yesterday, but I was confident if we broke it today, we'd have a very nice move. And as you can see here, a nice 40-cent move. Really no fight there, just easy money. So the pattern I was looking for, or ideally was hoping for, was an aggressive push towards 20, a bounce, a lower high, then short through the 20 break, okay, with a risk on the last lower high. So that's what I was looking for. Congratulations to Ben, who, he's only been with us for, I think, 3 months now, and I think 2 months ago he said he started to see a lot of consistency, and then today he won his biggest trade, I think, ever on GNC, starting through 50, which not a bad idea, and for a cover at 991. So huge trade, and I just wanted to give you congratulations on that. So the other trade I took today was ATEN. It was a low volume stock, but the chart pattern was really there. So I wanted to give it a try. If you guys remember on the stream, I was very specific about what I was looking for on this one. Run up in the morning. Okay, a full size correction. So remember I was saying that don't buy it here. We want this to kind of do a full size correction, and then if it pops back over 7 and holds a higher low, I'm getting long, and that's exactly what I did. So I got long 702. I was trying to get long at like 68 to 702 area for a 7 average, but it was a little difficult to get filled, so I just took the offer at 702, and it had one last dip to 7, held, put a higher low, looked really good for a breakout. It pushed up. I sold for 15 and 17 cent profits up here, and the last little bit I stopped out as planned near 7. So that was that trade. I mean, not much to it, but you see a good chart like that, you can pull 15, 20 cents out of it. There's nothing wrong with that. I wish it was a little bit more aggressive on the breakout, but I knew, guys, look, I honestly, I knew the volume was low. Less than 1 million shares, 48 million float, so I figured it'd be a little choppy. But when I look through and all the top gainers and I only see one chart that looks good, even if it's a low volume stock, it's probably going to give at least one decent sized move, because other traders are looking for the same thing that I'm looking for. And if I'm looking through the rest of these charts, I just see a lot of no-goes, just a lot of bad patterns. So when I went through all the charts, the one that caught my attention was ATEN, because it had a nice run up in the morning, a full-size correction of VWAP. Again, I think that a common error is people like to try to buy this spot. I think it was a little too extended there. So we look for the pullback, look for the reset, and then look for the buy. Okay? So that was ATEN. I'm going to go ahead and journal these trades up, and hopefully we have a few more of that line up today. But guys, Friday afternoon, I expect it's going to be anemic out there this afternoon. So take a lunch break. Don't trade. Take ATEN off your screen. That one's done. It's totally low volume chop. It's just HFTs moving shares around now. So let's stay patient this afternoon. Hopefully a trade or two lines up, but given the circumstances and given what we had out there to work with, I think we did a pretty good job this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and journal my trades, guys. I hope you had a good morning. And we will start scanning for plays in the afternoon shortly.